back to the channel, guys. Now they say micro four thirds just isn't enough to do real photography with. I disagree, however. So I took a model, the gorgeous Cassandra. Y'all seen her before. She's been many of our shows before. She's going to be on plenty coming up. We got a lot planned with her. She does a wonderful job, and I really appreciate the work that she does. But I'm going to show you guys that micro four thirds can do a good job. I'm going to make it extra hard. We're going to shoot outside, dealing with shade and sun. And just to make it a little bit more complicated, we're going to use a mid-size flash. We're going to use the Godox V480. Not the big V1, not the V1 Pro. This is a mid-size Godox V480 on the Lumix G9mkii micro four thirds camera, outside photographing a model. I want you to take a look at these pictures. We didn't catch video of all of it, so it's basically going to be a long slideshow, two different kinds of music. I got some kind of rocking music for the first half. I'm going to slow it down a little bit for the second half. I kind of like the heavy music, but I know everybody doesn't like that, so the second half of it will be a little toned down. I think once you guys see these pictures, you may think twice about micro four thirds not being able to do the job as good as a full frame camera will. Now, I'm not going to argue with you at low light. At low light, yes, my full frame will blow away micro four thirds at night. Micro four thirds is better than it used to be at night, but it's still not going to compete with full frame at night. But during the day, or even studio work, I think you can get plenty good images with it. So that's enough of me talking right now. Let's jump into the pictures and take a look at them, and then we'll talk about it at the end. There you go, guys. That was all shot midday. Lumix G9 Mark II micro four thirds camera, mid-size Godox V480 flash. That was it. No other lights, just that camera and that flash. I think it did excellent. I think she did fantastic on her pictures. She always does a wonderful job. She's super awesome. We're going to have her in studio hopefully coming up in the next few weeks. So that'll be fun. So you guys be sure to tune into that. And also in our next video, I'm going to compare Micro Four Thirds versus full frame outside, side by side, using the G9 Mark II versus the Lumix S5 Mark II. They're both about the same age. So that'll be a very, very even comparison. I'm going to use a 50mm Lumix lens on both of them, which will be the 25 on the Micro Four Thirds because it equals a 50. And I'm going to use the regular 50 on the S5 too. And we'll compare them side by side. But I think the images you just saw with Cassandra prove that it can be done. You can photograph with a Micro Four Thirds camera and get great images. So anyway, you guys let me know. Let me know if you're shooting Micro Four Thirds. Let me know what you think about it. If you had any experience with Micro Four Thirds, let me know. And we will continue this video in our comparison side-by-side images that are cropped in. During the day, we'll check them out and see how good Micro Four Thirds holds up for those images. So anyway, guys, I appreciate it. If we're helping you out, give us a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. You guys have a great day. Thank you.